Hey guys, it's Jeff from Pressure Luck. Now today we're going to enlist the fairy tale of the Big Bad Wolf. Because what did he do to those three little pigs' house? He huffed, he puffed, and he blew their house down. And three little pigs, and the piggies have little curly little pigtails in the back of them, right? Well, the Big Bad Wolf, he probably could have made those pigs into sausage. So, we are going to make sausage curls today, which is one of my favorite pastas ever. So, if you love my sausage and shells, and if you love my rigatoni or penne alla vodka, how about I got the dish for you? This one doesn't have any vodka in it, but it's almost like marrying those two dishes. It's pure heaven, and let me tell you something right now, couldn't be easy to do. Think of it as a tomato sauce with a little bit of a cheesy and creamy flair to it. I know, Banjo, aren't you excited? I'm excited. What are you, a little wolf or something? Chill, little wolf. There are no piggies here. Well, maybe I'm a little bit of a piggy, but you'll be doing this quicker than you'll be saying, I'll huff and puff and blow your door down. So let's go right to the Instant Pot and make some sausage curls. And yes, I might be Jewish, but guess what? Not all Jews keep kosher. What can I tell you? I'm gonna make some sausage. Let's do it. So I like this dish really shalloty, but at the same time, they dissolve into nothing. They just provide a really wonderful flavor. And if you don't know, a shallot is like a super fantastic, tiny but powerful oblong little onion. Has a little purpleness inside of it, but the color fades out fast. And when you're eating the food, you can't single them out, but they provide such a wonderful flavor foundation. So let's take these guys, and we're gonna dice it up into pieces just like this. Now this wouldn't be sausage curls if we didn't have a sausage party going on here, right? So let's focus on the sausage. Now you can use sweet, hot, or a mix of the two, which I'm doing here, but whatever you do, use 2 pounds of it and use Italian sausage. Try to use that kind. You know, to me it really does make a difference. However, if you can't or you wanna use chicken sausage instead, by all means, feel free to do so. But you can use Italian chicken sausage. And I also really love Premio. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just love this brand of sausage. And now that I've unwrapped my sausage, I want to slice them up. Now a key tip to doing this is to pop it in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes before you're ready to do so. And then they're going to hold their form so much more easily than if you didn't when you cut them. And I want to cut each sausage, look at this. See that? Perfect, just like that. It doesn't spill out of the sides or anything like that. Cut each piece into about a 1/4 of an inch or so, each length. So you're gonna get about 5 pieces per sausage, okay? Like just like that. That's how we want it to be, all right? All right, I'm gonna do the same thing with the rest, but I'm gonna do it my shortcut way. And there we go. I just put them into a bowl as well, just into little pieces just like that, about a 1/4 of an inch like I said, and now we're ready to move on. It's time to get cooking. Let's go to the Instant Pot and add in 2 tablespoons or a 1/4 of a stick of salted butter. All right, now I'm coming down to the control panel of the updated Instant Pot Duo Plus. They've updated it a bit. And I'm going to hit the saute button here. And I wanna go on high. And now I adjust that on this new model by hitting the temperature button, whether I want it to be medium, low, or are you going the other direction, or high, just like that, simple. Also on the new Duo Plus, if you just leave it there, it's not gonna do anything. You have to hit the start button. Okay, and once the butter's melted, I'm gonna take my shallots and I'm gonna add them right into the pot. And I'm gonna saute these for about 2 minutes until they just soften, which will happen very quickly with the shallots. Okay, and after about 2 minutes of our shallots sauteing, I'm going to add in my sausage, as well as 6 cloves of crushed or minced garlic, which is the equivalent of 2 tablespoons, because 3 cloves approximately equals 1 tablespoon once chopped or minced. And we're gonna saute this up in the pot for about another 3 minutes, just until our sausage becomes lightly browned. Okay, and once we look like this, we are good. It should not be fully cooked. Again, that'll happen when we pressure cook. Now to the pot, I'm going to add in 3½ cups of a broth of your choice. In this case, I'm using garlic broth. 1½ cups of your favorite marinara sauce. About 1 cup of a loosely packed basil that's fresh, some basil leaves. And we're gonna give that a stir. Make sure everything's nice and combined in there. Now I'm going to add in my pasta, and that is going to be a pound of cavatappi or celentani. They're the same thing. They look like these little pigtails, like a macaroni that's a little curlier. Put the whole box in there. But we're not going to stir that up. We're just simply going to smooth it out, just so it's mostly submerged under our broth here. Just be gentle when you do it. There's a lot going on in the pot right now with some of the sausage in there, the tomato. We don't want to make it get too intense where it'll clog when we come to pressure. Doing it like this will make sure that won't happen and it will come to pressure. Okay, now I want to top my pasta with an additional 2 tablespoons or another 1/4 of a stick of salted butter and just disperse it like that into different pats. And now I want to take a 14½ ounce can of stewed tomatoes and just put it on top of my pasta. Don't stir it in, just pour it on top of the pasta and the butter. And then top everything off with 5 ounces of baby spinach. You don't have to add the spinach if you don't want to, but it's gonna cook down to nothing and it's gonna be fantastic. All right, now I'm gonna secure my lid. Make sure that I'm in the sealing position, which I already will be with the Duo Plus. Now I'll come back down on my control panel and hit the cancel button, and then I'm going to hit the pressure cook button. And I wanna go, guys, for 6 minutes at high pressure. Again, to change that, I hit the plus and minus for the time to go up and down. And then to change the pressure level, all I do again is hit this thing. Either it's gonna be low or high, simple as that. I'm always gonna cook at high pressure. Then hit start, and then that's it. And now that we're done pressure cooking, we're gonna perform a quick release. And the pin drops, so now it's time to get the lid off, because when the pin drops, that means we can open the lid. And by the way, when the pin pops up, that means the pot had come to pressure and the lid is locked at that point. So once it drops and the pressure's all released, we're safe to open. And there we go. Now let's get in there and give everything a good stir. Mix everything up in there. Look at those stewed tomatoes, gives it some nice body. And our pasta is perfectly cooked. All right, a few finishing touches here. I want to add in another 2 cups of marinara sauce. So we're adding in 3.5 cups total, 1.5 before we pressure cook, and then 2 at the end. The reason why I don't add 3.5 cups beforehand is because it's going to make the sauce too thick and it's not going to be able to come to pressure properly. And it also gives it a nice extra thickness of body here at the end. Thickness of body, that sounds like me. I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of heavy cream, 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan, and, well, it wouldn't be a creamy pasta without some Boursin, 1 package of it. You can also use about 4 ounces of a brick of cream cheese, or like about, 4 to 5 ounces of an alouette, any type of spreadable herb cheese, or even goat cheese if you want. But fun fact, you won't catch me putting that in any of my dishes because I do not like goat cheese. I am weird that way, what can I tell you? I also want to add in 1 to 2 tablespoons of fresh oregano. And now I'm going to give everything a stir in here. I'm going to do this for about 2 minutes until all the dairy is melded into the sauce. Make sure all of the Parmesan and the Boursin and the cream is totally combined. And the Boursin's going to take about 1 to 2 minutes to really truly melt into that sauce. And then after about 2 to 3 minutes, all of our dairy will have melded perfectly into the sauce. And I'm just going to let this rest for about another 2 to 3 minutes, and it's going to thicken up to the perfect consistency, which frankly already it kind of is. But if you want it even thicker, just let it rest, because you know what? Pasta always continues to absorb no matter what. When it's done cooking, it'll keep absorbing whatever liquid's around it. It's kind of like a sponge that way. And another option, by the way, if you like your pastas with some spice, make it like a Fra Diavolo, feel free to add in about 1/4 teaspoon each of cayenne pepper and crushed red pepper flakes, or you could even add more, or you could add less. It's up to you. You do not have to add it. You can also add in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of your favorite hot sauce. That's totally up to you. You do not have to add any of this. So again, if you want some spice, feel free to add it, and if you don't, then leave it out. But you know what? I'm gonna add in the cayenne and the crushed red pepper flakes. Stir that in. And once we're looking like this, guys, we are done. Look at that perfect sauce consistency. And Sophia Petrillo and her sister Angela wouldn't be more proud of this. All right, guys, now let's put this into a bowl and serve it up. Okay, there we go. Some pasta. Looking great. And then you can top it off with a little bit of more fresh oregano if you have it. And friends, there we go. Oh, doesn't that look fantastic? Oy vey! Which is ironic that I use Yiddish when I'm eating a dish that's gonna be full of sausage. Let's do it! Okay, my friends, sausage curls. Here we go. Look at how pretty they are. They're so pretty. All right, some sausage, some curls. Here we go. Shut the front door. It actually already is shut. Because when I tried this, it slammed itself shut. This is insane. And I use that word a lot lately because you know what? It makes my taste buds go insane, and it's insane how easy it is to make. And literally anybody can do this. Like, it's ridiculously easy. Richard's back there walking around right now. Maybe I should invite him in to try some. Hey Richard, can you give us a try? All right, here he is. Richard, the shadowing situation here sucks, but what can I tell you, the lighting, I have to work on that. Richard, this is called sausage curls. And what do you think of them? We got some sausage and some curls.
I've watched a video of me eating on this before, so I'm gonna chew more slowly.
You self-conscious?
This is very good. Very cheesy. Tomatoey.
To me, this comes across as almost like an Alla Vodka without the vodka. You know, it has like that flavor to it, that situation going on. And frankly, when you make an Alla Vodka, you're not even really tasting vodka whatsoever. Actually, you don't taste it at all. It's just there for some extra like flavor. It burns off when you're cooking.
Very tasty, yes, it's a very good one.
Well, I guess he's gonna just keep eating that right now.
He's gonna play me off. He's trying to get me to get off the screen here.
Yeah, well, let me have that back because I need to finish my video with you. You can make your own bowl though. Or I can make...
Don't take too long.
Okay, I won't. Alright guys, well I gotta try another one because now after watching him eat it, I want more. I'm jealous. It's amazing. It's really the best way I can describe it. It's amazing. And it's so customizable because if you want it a little spicy, like I said, you could add the cayenne, crushed red pepper flakes, some hot sauce at the end. Of course, you can also use some hot Italian sausage, which by the way, it's not very hot to begin with. It's more of a mild hot sausage. Or if you don't want any spice, just use completely sweet sausage and don't add any of those optional spices at the end. Regardless of what you choose to do, this one's a grand slam home run, and that says a lot because I know nothing about sports really. So I know a little bit about baseball. Like I know that when you get a grand slam in baseball, that means that everyone's on the bases and they're loaded, and then you hit a home run and I think you get 4 runs, right? If that's true, then I'm a much better baseball fan than I thought. But you know what? You can suck at baseball and still knock something out of the park at the same time when you make sausage curls. Guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed these videos, check out pressurelovecooking.com because all of my recipes live there. Well, a lot of them do. Not all of them, because some of them are exclusive to my cookbooks. The step-by-step Instant Pot cookbook and the lighter step-by-step Instant Pot cookbook. Every single recipe in each of these books has beautiful step-by-step color photos for each one, as well as a final shot, so there's no guessing on what you have to do. They're #1 bestsellers, and I'm very thankful for that. So thank you for getting them, and if you haven't, get the book! Check out facebook.com/pressurelovecooking and like that page because anytime a new recipe comes out, I like to share it there, as well as deals on items, funny things, you know, whatever. Also follow at Pressure Love Cooking on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. Oh, I said that already. And TikTok. Yeah, TikTok. Whatever. I gotta start TikToking more. Thank you again, guys. And the next time the 3 little pigs might come to your door, well, invite them in because they're gonna really love these sausage curls. Wait a minute. I mean the big bad wolf. The 3 little pigs don't want to eat. Don't feed the 3 little pigs this. The big bad wolf. Feed him sausage curls. You get what I mean. Enjoy. Oh no! The big bad wolf's gonna get me! The big bad wolf's gonna get me! Alright, make the sausage curls. Enjoy.